Yes, we are live. Another live stream with my boy Billy Esther. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on. From Junction Elite. What's going on, bro? You alright?
I'm good, you?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. I like to see you out on your walk. You know, just getting some fresh air and all the rest of it.
Has to be done.
Has to be done, yeah.
Yeah, stuck indoors.
How come you're on walk though? Anyway, at this time.
My inspiration. I'm talking to now. Yeah.
At least listen to the message because I believe in this going on for walks, especially during this month as well. Obviously, we're all going through lockdown, so you know it's good to kind of get out there, get some fresh air, get some air into the lungs, and then you know go from there, man.
That's it. Even the boys. I mean, the boys at the Junction Elite, they got their boot camp going on, but they even got the chairman out running. He was doing hill sprints yesterday.
So, I know. Yeah. I called him and like, oh, you on a 5K run? I think he said 5K.
Yeah. So I don't know. It must be the club.
Nah, I love it still. But, yeah, man. Like, obviously, I wanted to use this chance to kind of get to know Junction Elite more because I've been down to a couple of your games on a Sunday from the opposite pitch because I always hear like the stories of the groans and whatever. But obviously, I want to get to know Junction Elite more in it. So, yeah, just tell me a bit about Junction Elite. Like, how long have you been with them?
So Junction Elite it used to be Key's house. So the players that are there now, there's been players that have been there for years and years. Like I've been there for probably since I was 16, so five, six years. And then I mean we changed the name over to Junction Elite after a while because the affiliation with the youth club switched, but all the players have stayed. So if you're talking about like Junction Elite, obviously it's only 2 years, but the players there and everyone involved, I mean, they've been there for 5, 6 years, and even some of them have been there longer. So they've all grown up, gone to school with each other. I mean, I didn't go to school with them, but I mean, I was just a little stray they found on common. So, I mean,
I've got to give an honourable shout out to the chairman /gaffer everything, Aaron, because
you got to take the gaffer. The gaffer's gone now. The title's gone.
Okay, the title's gone, but okay, like master of everything basically, because he managed about 30 teams at least.
Yeah, he's got 13. So, I mean, he helps me with the youth teams as well. So, I mean, add another 3 on top of that. So
that's crazy. I don't know how, because every time I call him up, he's like, "Oh, I ain't got no time to."
He's the most disorganized man. The guy ain't even got a wallet. He ain't even got a wallet. No.
I'm not surprised if everyone's taking money from him. There's
no point. pulls cards out of his pocket with a bit of tissue. That's it.
He's a busy guy, bro. He's a busy guy. But I want to get onto you. But before we get onto you, I want to show some of your highlights. We'll show you a lot more, but we'll get into a couple of highlights from you. So you're scoring screamers then, yeah? That's why they call you Billy Esther.
Well, I tried to. I mean, they don't always come off. But we'll just show them what.
When they do, you score some screamers for sure.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, just for show. Only when the camera's up.
Okay, so you only switch it on when the camera's there. Is that right? Okay.
No, consistency.
So what position do you play then normally?
Well, I play. I don't think it exists anymore, but it's starting to come back. The 10 role. I mean, everyone talks about the 10 role. I mean, but I don't know. Is it centre mid or you just a centre attacking mid? But yeah, I like to play more advanced. They'll tell you on a Sunday that I mean they probably whisper it to each other like Billy don't run back, Billy don't run back, Billy don't track back, Billy don't track back. But so sometimes it becomes up front, and then but of recent with the gaffer change, I got to try and keep my shirt. So sometimes I put that little bit extra in now.
And you just kind of float here, there, and everywhere. Then basically, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, but to be fair, I've been playing wide or out wide. So I mean, I suppose I'm a winger at the moment, but I don't know. I just do a job wherever.
Okay. All right. I mean, the first game that I actually came down and seen you was against one of your rivals, London Rovers. Wasn't the best from your point of view, but for me, from a neutral, obviously I got to see goals and I got to see some entertainment as well. So first things first, I'll show your best bit. I don't think I've showed you this yet, but I'll show you your best bit. Hold on.
Hoops. Yeah.
So that was the bit that I got from you. Like, obviously that was your bit, but overall it wasn't too good for you guys.
You know it was a bad game when that's your best bit. No. I'll be honest. You have to give it to them. You have to give it to them. They came there. They wanted it more. I mean, you're always going to be in with a game for them. We know that. We know that year in, year out. But no, they came there and they wanted it just that little bit more, and it showed, to be honest. And then we got the team talk of a lifetime at halftime.
Don't worry. You've got the team talk coming. Don't worry. But with the Ravens, obviously, you guys were vying for the league before lockdown. Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, and there's a debate. You won it through lockdown. I mean, they won it, but hopefully it'll be different this year. I'm pretty sure it will be, but we just got to remember when that return fixture comes, we got to win that. That's what that is. I mean, the team that they drew 1-1 with, I mean, the boys beat them 7-0 last week, so I mean, there's definitely been a switch of gears to push on and win games now.
It's all swings and roundabouts. But right, we'll get on to this team talk, because I had to even include it in an article that I put out yesterday. If you haven't seen it, make sure you watch it. 5 greatest team talk rants from managers. Let's just check this one out today.
First 10 minutes was Ryan, but he was doing it by himself. My man's pressing by himself. I'm chatting shit, I can see it, you know. What I don't like is shit, bro. Ryan, you see that fullback, yeah?
On purpose.
No, forget that. Every time he's facing up to you, you're giving him space. Like, yeah, go on and tap it around me. When he gets the ball, get to him. Get to him. Don't fucking, all right, come on then, let's see what you're going to do. Let's see what you're going to do.
If you have to camp him once or twice, just let him know you're there, bro. Because then he's not going to want to come
on, man. Are you going to let these lot beat you, lot? The shit that you lot was talking. All our shit, because of COVID, we couldn't play them and they want to leave, that's why they want to leave. They're showing you right now why they want to leave. Now what? You're going to chase them. You know what you're not going to do? You're going to fucking lose it today and you're going to start watching them in the league. Oh, we're 3 points behind them. Be the team being chased, bro. It's one thing that being able to play football, yeah? It's having the heart and the bite, bro. We ain't got it. We ain't got it. You can say whatever you want about that Lemon guy, but he wants it more than any of you, bro. I'm a sore loser. Rodri, what are you doing?
He's always there.
What are you doing?
The bit at the end always kills me. Like, what are you doing? Like, what? Who was that guy who was on the pitch? Who was he?
Godfrey. Well done.
Why was he on the pitch for? Like, why did he want to be part of the team talk? Obviously, you're getting beaten at half time, but he's got to be part of the team talk, right?
Yeah, he's a character. That's just the only way to put it. I mean, at least he's consistent with it. I mean, he is consistent. The other week, he does the same thing. So if you're going to be consistent with it, how can you complain? If it's a one wobbly, then all right, we'll have a go at you. But yeah, he does it all the time. I mean, he didn't get away with it. Definitely didn't get away with it. But I don't know. Arsenal fans, really.
So is that how your gap is normally like?
Yeah, he don't take anything. To be honest with him, SP. The other week he told me that I was having a 2 out of 10 performance in the sun. The things he comes out with, he's always like that. But I mean, everyone around that team everyone's with everyone. We're there to be around everyone. I mean, we have those times, but I mean, even your guy probably came last week to film the game, and you probably see a different side to it, different side to everyone. The laugh, the jokes, everything. Yeah, so I mean, you came to that. That was probably, as I said to you before, that was probably the worst game you could have ever come to from a Junction League point of view. But as you said, as a neutral, it was probably entertaining.
It wasn't entertaining. gonna shout out Nick as well. He's in there picking up Banstead Rovers. Shout out, big up.
Yeah, big
Banstead
up
in the house, bro. Banstead are in the building. They're in the building.
I'll big up Banstead, yeah, because well, we know there's a team that talks a lot, but they did quiet them down for us, so I thank them for that.
Well, we might as well quickly move on to that. So that team we're talking about. Now you transitioned over it. I was just going to carry on, but while we're talking about, I want to talk about them. So Barnes Eagles now. Now they were talking, about you guys. Probably not in the best of ways, if I'm being honest, or if you're being honest. Like, talk to me. What's the rivalry about?
You know what? I didn't expect any different. I knew he was gonna go on there, and well, I mean, some of them kept quiet. Mal, we all know what Mal's like. He's gonna go on there talk, but I mean, they shut them up straight away with the Banstead because they won 5-1. I mean, they have their excuses, but we're humble in defeat. We don't care. We lost that day. What can we do? But I mean, I'm sure we'll organise another game and on another day on an actual football pitch, by the way, because we ended up on a rugby pitch, rugby 4G. Our striker ran off the pitch because there was no line. But they're not excuses. They just genuinely happened. But to be fair, on that day, if they got a player called Danny, and he's better than Mal, 100% better than Mal, even though you don't think it. And he literally, he single-handedly won them the game, and I'll give him his due. And how he wasn't given the captain's armband, and Mal got it, I'll never know, never ever know.
Wow. I mean, if you guys are not aware, Mal put out this tweet in regards to Junction Elite going against Barnes Eagles. I'm not sure if I should reveal the next one. Should I reveal or
not? Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Why not? So this is exclusive group chat talk, apparently from Phil. Talking about the Banstead result. They got beaten 5-1 with 10 men. So it's interesting. It's interesting to say the least. I'm not aware of this until quite recently, but it's interesting to see the rivalry between all three teams. Is that right?
To be fair, we've never played Banstead. I've never come across them, so I ain't got a bad word to say about them. I mean, you see the things they're doing on Twitter. I mean, last night I think everyone's talking about that war zone thing. So they're doing their bit, but it's more the fact that you can't. They're giving it to us about beating us, but then at the same time, when they mentioned their Banstead result, they're saying it's only pre-season or we had 10 men. Like we're taking the defeat. We're humble about it, but it's about time. They got to just take the hit and take the defeat to Banstead and move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's all swings and roundabouts in football. This team, you might beat this team, and that team might lose to this team. So I know it's bragging right at the end of the day, and it makes it all spicy. But do you know what I mean? It's all swings and roundabouts in my eyes.
Yeah, no. I mean, you never know. Results could go different way, but they won the game on that day. Whether you had 10, whether you had 11, I mean, that's just the way the game went. Don't get sent off.
Yeah. I got a big up Aaron in the house. Says up the elite. That's the man behind the brand with all 13 teams. And then coming in as well saying 10 men because they got someone sent off. Laughing about it. The pot. But when we see you guys play again then? Like when is this? Is it actually possible or does it need to be arranged or what?
Do you know what? I don't think it is possible to be as in a competitive game, but I mean, we're talking about redoing it next pre-season. We'll probably play there. I mean, as you see, Stocker saying there, we're coming for everyone. I mean, he does he puts a lot of pressure sometimes. I mean, like saying silly things like Lamb of stars and that. We're not ready. You got to accept things like that. But I mean, we got a good bunch of players. I mean, when you look at any other team that's around, like you're bringing friends in, you're bringing mates in. That I mean, it's starting to become a step 4 league. Do you know what I mean? Ryman South.
Saying, bring it, Stocker.
So yeah, you know what I mean. So I mean, everyone that is at that club now, with everyone's growing up with each other together. Everyone's from the same area. We're not dragging players in or bringing players. Everyone knows each other. So to have a team like we have, from literally just knowing each other, not training, not doing nothing, just turning up and enjoying ourselves on a weekend. I mean, yeah, Stocker's done well with bringing everyone in. I mean, players bring players in, but yeah, and it's consistent throughout. I mean, you'll see that the second team the other week, you get Sam, the striker, who even when I asked him the other week, I said, "How'd you get up there?" He still don't know. I've only done that bicycle kick. He ain't got a clue how he got up there.
I'll send. Oh, fact. Let's cut for that one because when I got to this, I was like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, how is this guy? No disrespect to him. Like, how is he scoring this goal? Let's put this one out and put this one out.
Oh! Nice!
Hey, you got the dog celebrating with you, son.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't understand it. Like, you know, you're saying he's got a big cut for a big man. Like, how is he getting up and scoring that? That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, I know. He is. I mean, don't get me wrong. The guy, I just say, he's technically unbelievable. Like, if you get it, to see what he'd be like, maybe if he did lose a few pounds. But nah, what he's just done there, what he's done. I mean, you would never ever see Aaron Stopper getting up there. Never.
You can't diss Aaron Stopper like that, man. Nah. You never know.
He's Aaron. I don't know. To be fair, if you ask him, I mean, I've come on here today because we know what he's like. He doesn't ever show his face or talk, as you say. He's like a mission to get hold of sometimes, but he's actually going to make an appearance this year for us. So he's training hard. Yeah, his kit's coming in. So that's a little something you can look forward to.
I've got to shout out Mr. Roberts in the building. He's going, yes, Phil. So I've got to shout him out as well. And then Aaron saying, not sure why the subs are running on the pitch. Shocking. I mean, that's your people, man. You got to be controlling your people on the sidelines, man.
Yeah, that's cool. That's your own. They're your own players. Why are you doing that for?
Exactly. I've got to show another teammate of yours' goal. Have to check this one out. That one was from Culture Cam.
Yeah.
Straight down the keeper's neck. No remorse.
If only you could see the talk before, and he was saying, "Give it to me, I'll score." And me and you see Riz. Yeah, me and Riz were standing there with our arms folded because we both wanted it, just watching him. And when he put it in, I mean, what can you say? If he buries it like that.
We're getting some more comments coming in, so I've got to read them out now. So, Charlie Ryan said, I want to see Stopper do a plastic. And then Aaron said, against Ravens, chat. So, again, Ravens.
Yeah, there's always going to be... Do you know what? Why don't we, to see from last year, who actually should have won the league, Charlie and Stopper up will come on. We'll do a little bicycle kick challenge, get you both up there.
There we go, man. I want to see it. Kieran Campbell saying big up Kenningwell 10 times.
Why Kenningwell?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He had about 25 teams to pick from, and he showed them Kenningwell. What's his answer to that one?
Aaron and Chaz are still carrying on this feed, so there we go. Charlie said, never against us, bro, you mad. And then Aaron was saying, get out Kenningwell. I don't know
there's so much behind the scenes that happens at Junction Elite that probably no one ever sees. I mean, I think we all agree stuff is useless on the Twitter. So sometimes like the social media side of it, I mean, what actually happens never really gets out there. But yeah, like the rivalries that I don't know, you call it a rivalry, but we're all good. So with us and Ravens, but I mean, you get someone like Kiss who loves Junction Elite and can't get away from it. But then at the same time, he's Kenningwell, so he's there as well. But we'll leave that one for him to talk about anyway.
It's all love. It's all love. Right, I've got to show you this goal now. This is arguably the best goal that I've seen from you, and probably one of the best goals I've seen maybe this year. Let's take a look at it. So that was kind of special because he spun my man like into next week, and then you just took 25-yarder, 30-yarder, bottom corners. Like that was kind of special still. Let's talk me through that. Who was that against?
That was against was it Battersea Dogs? Is that what they're called? No, not Battersea Dogs. Battersea Park Rangers. My bad. I said Battersea Dogs come with a Saturday section. Don't worry, it weren't at you lot. So obviously, yeah, that was against Battersea Park Rangers. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I turn up, and some of us don't even know who we're playing. We just turn up to play. But yeah, that was Battersea Park Rangers. I mean, yeah, he was hunting me down. I mean, I think I got one point back of the hill. I had to keep spinning, and I thought if I keep spinning, hopefully he's gonna eventually get dizzy and hopefully fall over. I mean, he did fall over at the end, and then yeah, you got to pick your man to put in the corner and always a cross goal. And I always get told, just sometimes just place them, finesse them, but you know, I like just striking the ball and seeing it go in. So yeah, that was a good one to have.
So who would you say, going back to the rivalry now, because I'm just seeing the comments still coming through these three. I'm letting
I can't see these, so you got to tell me what people are saying.
Oh, all right. Let me keep you up to speed. So since we started talking about Kenningwell, Kieran's then said, means 25 teams want me. Then he then goes and says, must be a decent player. Charlie's now saying, it's a lot of love for Elite from Ravens, though. Always a fight to the death. Then Kieran's laughing. And then, I don't know if we should read out the next one, but it's not nice towards the Ravens.
No.
Yeah. So, in fact, I might as well ask, like, who is the biggest rivals for Junction Elite? Because I'm hearing Barnes Eagles, Banstead maybe, London Ravens, Kenningwell, like, all these teams are coming out. Like, who are these?
No, 100%. I mean, no,
come on.
He says we don't have rivals. He sees a rivalry like when you had it the other day with and Battersea Dogs, and he thinks a rival's got to be aggressive, but it's a rival that's competitive. As Ravens, as Charlie just said, Ravens. I don't think it's always gone down to the last game of the season or the game where we play each other in any league that we've been in. I mean, we've gone from the fourth all the way up now, and I mean, we'll probably go in Prem eventually together, but a rivalry will say competitively, you've got to go with Ravens. I mean, it's always a game. There's always challenges going in, and the boys will always, and for both things, I think you always up your game. That's why sometimes, like for them, first game of the season, they draw to a team that we won 7-0 against, but when they come to us, their mentality just switches and goes up a gear. And you would say Ravens. I mean, Kenningwell only comes into it because he obviously wants to play for Junction Elite, but doesn't want to leave the Kenningwell days behind him.
Well, he's actually starting off in the comment section again. So he's saying Kenningwell can't be their rivals. Then Aaron's come back and said Kenningwell not on our levels.
See, this is what I mean about the chairman. The chairman just puts us things and then says, go on that pitch and get me out. No.
And then Kira's now said it's like Barca versus Leeds. So Junction Elite versus Kenningwell to start off with. First game, our lockdown. Junction Elite versus Kenningwell. I need to see Junction Elite versus Barnes Eagles. And then what? The winner gets Banstead? Is that the thing? Like what we're going on?
To be fair to you, but Banstead, I think I see them play once when we was playing on a pitch next to them in a game near the beginning of the season. But the only reason Banstead come into it is because obviously Barnes Eagles beat us, and they're using the excuses that they're using the excuses that they don't have to use it, but lost against Banstead. So I mean, to be honest, there's definitely no rivalry between Banstead, Kenningwell, and you would say Ravens, Barnes Eagles, obviously beginning of the season because we knew them. I know some of us know them personally. It was like, play against your mates, you can't lose against your mates. Like, otherwise, it's going into school then your team losing. Like it's you're gonna get it. So yeah, I mean, he reminds me every day, man. He gives little reminders that they won. But yeah, it'll be a rematch. It's definitely gonna happen. I mean, and then yeah, as I say, if Junction League played him well, kids would have to probably wear one shirt, one half, and one shirt and not half.
Oh, it's still going off between Aaron and Kieran. In fact, I think I wanted to see Aaron versus Kieran, really. Like, Aaron saying, it's a football. It's a football. Wow. Okay.
Well,
He's then going to say, we definitely want this game. I mean, which one? I'm guessing the one against Kenningwell. Kieran's then gone, wait. And then he's going to say, this is the killer. They got to play qualifiers with Banstead and Barnes to play against Kenningwell. So it is like a qualifier match. Like Junction Elite have to go through 2 teams to then get to Kenningwell. Is that what you're saying?
You know what? We'll have to get on this, right? When all this is finished and well, hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be sometime soon. But why don't we get a mini tournament of everyone that wants to enter into this Sunday tournament, and we'll just get qualified leagues, everything going, and then there'll be a final at the Everest tournament.
That's what it has to be, man. By the sounds of it, like it's all these teams in the mix. I want to see these 4 teams go at it. Like even if it's a 4-team tournament, it sounds good for grassroots as well, man. Even Nick's saying now, hold on, Nick's in the building. Shout out Nick Wills. Banstead Junction is overdue, to be fair. So again, we might have to see that one there. Aaron's then going. You need to calm Aaron down, man. Aaron's going crazy. Bring him on. He's saying we'll sort it, Nick. Then Kieran's saying, of course. Now Kieran's saying they got to win the Europa to play us in the Super Cup. Wow.
You know what?
Wow. Right. This has got to happen.
Say as well.
4-way tournament. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. I want to see Junction League, Kenningwell, Banstead, and Barnes Eagles. All 4 of them. That's it. Tournament. Call it. I don't know. What should we call it? What would we call it?
I don't know. The Junction Elite, I think.
That's it.
Joe, what's going to be funny? The boys in the chat right now are probably saying, Bill, how are you doing this? What are you putting us into? But they're always hungry. They're always updating.
That's Aaron's. Hold on.
They don't believe in themselves sometimes.
Ian Bill said Aaron doesn't represent us.
There he is. Hey, do you know what? When I was talking about in the chat right now, I bet there's a message going in. Bill, what are you doing? This is a guy that I thought would be messaging. He doesn't believe in his own ability. He doesn't know how good he is. So he's always trying to back out. Stuff, don't do that. But when it comes up to it, he's going to play the step up. So, Kai, don't worry. Don't stress.
Kieran's busted up right now.
And can I just say, can you tell Mal from Barnes Eagles, stop trying to call me and stream. You keep trying to call me and cut me out this stream. I know what you're trying to do.
Mal, you're killing it. That's the reason why he's breaking up, man. Just leave it for later. We can have now. So stop
get YouTube. Tweet off your Barnes Eagles YouTube account. Talk on that.
There you go. Kieran saying, "Don't kill me." Don't worry, Kieran, man. You're safe out here. It's all back, man. I think Aaron come up with a name for the cup. Who's Elite Cup? Okay.
No, but there's only one elite, so it don't really matter.
Okay. Ian's back saying, just laughing, and then he's then gone on to say, "I trust Bill, not Aaron." So I think the new gaffer.
I take chairman. Gaffer's always going to be SP now. He took the job and that's it. He won it. I mean, I haven't seen your footage at Barnes Eagles. That was the day the big move was made. I mean, he stepped down, he took charge, through tactics out there, and then I think from there was a little vote in the group chat that he comes in and he does his bit, and I mean the team talk shows what he means, and he's even in the process of hooking up with sponsors, so he's doing a good job, yeah. And he even came on centre back the other day and was solid. I mean, he kept a clean sheet, so he made a difference on the pitch as well.
Okay. Right, we're going to take a little step away from the beef. We might come back to it in a bit, but aside from this, what else do you do? Because obviously I know you run a coaching company. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so I started my own one-to-one company last year. Basically, I've always been a coach, always worked as a coach, and now I thought it was my time to sort of start my own thing, get my own group of kids together, and really try and work on something to make an impact in the community. I mean, I don't only just work. I mean, in the Battersea area, I venture out. I work with some schools out in towards Surrey way, so I'm there as well. But now, with since being obviously at Junction Elite, me and Stocker and a guy called Eddie, to be fair, and Dale came up with this idea of why don't we try and do what we do with what's done with young adults with children, because at the end of the day, there ain't really much to do within the area that is affordable. I mean, don't get me wrong, it comes with the facility prices. People have still they've got to try and make a profit at the end of the day. When you're working in any industry, you've got to make money. Otherwise, that's it. It's not worth doing, is it? But I mean, this thing that we've got going with Stocker, it's allowed us as a charity to give affordable football to children. And then as play a game, I jumped on board with that, and I'm helping with the training for free. We've got 3 youth teams at the moment, so, and they'll only, 4, including the under-21, then it'll only get bigger now. So yeah, we're working on something big to help the community, and it'll be something that, I mean, eventually, hopefully will grow. I mean, and get bigger and bigger, and it'll turn from 13 teams to probably, hopefully, about 25. That's
Yeah, so there's a video that was sent to me, which really annoyed me because, you know, I'll take a look at not only men's football, but obviously junior football as well. I want you guys who's watching now just to take a look at it, and then we can talk off the back of it. Now, as you can see, like, that's taken from your training session, right?
Yeah.
And to the side of it, as the camera pans to the side, you can literally see a 3G pitch or outdoor facility empty in the evening, whereas you guys are playing on the mud/grass. Like, stuff that annoys me. So how is it that you guys are training outside there, where there's a facility right next door, literally next door, that you could use, and it's free, it's open, no one's using it? How is that possible?
Well, I wish I had the answer, to be honest. We was paying for a facility in within that athletics track, but every week it was when it started to rain in the winter time, it was got to protect it, can't train on it. So it was either cancel the training session and the kids don't get nothing, or can we just train that little bit outside of it where we can get a bit of light and put a session on for them and hope that, I mean, the kids love it. They turn up every week. I mean, no one goes home unhappy. So, I mean, why call it off? So we took that bit outside. And then whilst we was training, I mean, I was there for 4:00 and we finished at 6:30. And when we're leaving, we're like, no one's been on that the whole time. Why can't we get that? And why can't we train on that? And still now, we're trying to find a facility.
Can't hear you.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, you broke up for a little bit.
Sorry, yeah. And why can't we get a facility for the kids? I mean, we're a charity, we're we're trying to provide football for kids in the community at an affordable price. So for us we could probably possibly go and get a 3G or a 4G for silly amounts of price, but then there's not that much, there's not many come in to go out and pay for that. So we would be, I mean, don't get me wrong, we've hit out of the club's pocket a few times, but I mean, it ain't gonna, you can't do that every single week. So, I mean, we got offered a slot 8 till 9. What school kid's going to be wanting to train 8 till 9 and then go home? Some of them come by themselves. I mean, it's getting dark early now, whatever. And as coaches and even as parents, you wouldn't probably want your kid walking home at that time. So, yeah, we're still trying to work it out. I mean, it was amazing, the feedback that we got. I mean, people trying to help, give advice, and I mean, we've tried everything, and hopefully something will come of it. I know we spoke to one local club in the area, and we're all going to now. So hopefully we can sort something. But if anyone does have something within the Battersea area, I mean, yeah, let us know. And, hopefully we can sort something.
Yeah, let them guys know. Because again, seeing that stuff like that just really angers me. The fact that you got facility there not even being used, and yet you guys are on barely lit grass, playing football with like young kids. It baffles me. But transitioning back to Junction Elite now, like what's the future for you guys looking like? Because obviously we got to set up this tournament now. That's for sure. This 4-way tournament has to happen. But what else is the future for Junction Elite?
I think it's just to keep building, to be honest. I mean, I don't think it's gone how Stocker ever imagined it to go. Like he even says, like it's just spiraled out of control. Like he didn't realise that so many people wanted to play football, and just maybe something was stopping them, whether it was the cost of football, whether it was just the mates that weren't involved in it, so they didn't want to be involved in it. But yeah, I mean, I think the next step is to just keep growing. I mean, there's going to be more and more teams coming in. I mean, he's got under 21s, and he's had to make another under 21s because he's got too many, just so they can all get game time and keep playing. So I think, and then for the first team is to get to the Prem of the Southern Sunday, which, I mean, some people will say Sporting Continental are the best team in that. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, look, Stocker's throwing in stats. He knows more than me about it all. But, yeah, I just think, to be honest, I think we're Sporting Continental in the next round of the Cup. So it'll be a good gauge to see where we are and where we're at, and then how the future works. I mean, loads of people are saying come out of the league, but at the end of the day, it's one of the best run leagues in the, probably inside league football. I mean, there's never a bad word to say about them.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's still. No, that was good, man. That's pretty much it, to be honest. But I'm glad that we kind of established the reason behind this rivalry between you and Barnes. We've now got to have this tournament now between you four. Banstead are now been thrown into the mix now as well. So yeah, it should be interesting. As soon as we get our lockdown, boy, we need to find a pitch, book out a day, and then just like have it out.
Yeah.
You know, Kenningwell, Junction League, Banstead, and Barnes Eagles, man. That's the 4-way.
Yeah. And no ringers. Bring no ringers.
No ringers. So bring your team. Bring the team that you need to play with on a Sunday. We don't want to see you rocking up with your mate who's just signed a pro contract or this ex-pro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like bring the team that you
and
need
yeah,
and let's see how it goes down.
Yeah, players turning up with Oram or conference style.
But like, yeah, he usually plays stuff. Yeah. And then he usually plays like semi-pro football as well. Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys, everyone who's watching and listening. This has been good, and we'll hopefully do another one soon. So take care of yourselves and see you guys all soon.